Hello there. Yes, I'm making this and I'm being a little bit of a jerk while I'm making this. But November 18th of this year, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet releases, and I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream, and I would like to see you all there. That's right, November 18th. That's a Friday, 24-hour stream. I will be doing it, and I will be having fun. So come on by, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, do all that stuff, and yeah, we'll have fun. It wouldn't be a day ending in Y if Kotaku didn't find something to be outraged about. And this time they're outraged at Modern Warfare 2, their remake, makes you aim your gun at civilians to de-escalate. Well, here we go. The latest Call of Duty campaign's borderline level has been raising eyebrows with its depiction of police de-escalation. Excuse me. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 may nail its core gunplay and feature some standout characters across the board. Across the board. But it also features some of the series' most questionably awful depictions of violence and military power yet. Really? Which Call of Duty was it where they literally dropped a nuke? One level in particular, in which tensions rise between civilians and law enforcement, stands out as profoundly tone deaf and has been widely shared online as an example of Call of Duty series at its most appalling and absurd. They dropped a nuke, and didn't they literally destroy the Eiffel Tower in one campaign? It's been a while since I've played Call of Duty campaign, because most people buy Call of Duty for the multiplayer. In the level Borderline, you take on the role of a Mexican military special forces following the trail of a cartel member who are wrapped up in a border escalating narrative about terrorism. So you're a part of the Mexican military. So again, not American. Special forces, so technically not police, following the trail of a cartel member who are wrapped up in a border escalating narrative about terrorism. Okay. The level barely stops for air before encouraging you to shoot and kill people climbing the border wall into the United States. Are you serious? It's a game. You then move through a residential area in Texas where armed citizens aren't too thrilled to see you running through their yards and houses. Would you be thrilled? The game asks you to de-escalate civilians with your aim button, and sure enough, pressing it results in you pointing your gun at them. There's no unique animation or line of dialogue here. You don't pull out a badge or say, please go inside. You simply aim a weapon at their faces. It's Call of Duty. Grow up. These scenes have become a topic of conversation and critique across the internet. A few days ago, popular political streamer Hassan Piker. Oh my freaking god. When you cite Hassan Piker, I lose all respect for you. Literally paused the game after de-escalating to comment on how remarkably awful this scenario is. As noted by Polygon. Oh my freaking god, you're now quoting Polygon? Video essayist Jacob Geller also tweeted a video of the fierce de-escalation, which currently sits at 1 million views. This is far from an overlooked moment in the border narrative. And I see this guy, why this Gundam anime is perfect for newcomers and OGs alike. And I'm looking at Gundam and I'm liking it because I don't want to keep scrolling down. What are oh, yeah. Oh, it's pandering. I still haven't seen that, so I have to keep scrolling down because I wonder if that's a new part of the new episode. Yeah, I literally got sidetracked by Gundam because this article is filled with bullshit. Borderline asks you to do this 3 times. One on the 3rd, despite your efforts to de-escalate. Oh my god, you have to... No, stop, you stupid person. It's a game. It's a game. I'm sorry that it's upsetting your sensibilities, but it's a game. De-escalate. God, and the de-escalates in quotes. Just stop it. It seems the game gives you no alternative to violence. Standing in some random Texas citizen's living room, the civilian draws weapons on their own and start firing at you. What? Wait, what? This leads to a brief encounter with local police outside where the following dialogue is shouted at you by cops with weapons drawn. So, again, 1, you're not, from what you have established, you take on the role of Mexican military, special forces, following the trail of cartel members who are wrapped up in a border escalating narrative about terrorism. Okay, so first off, you cannot pull out a badge if you're a Mexican special force agent because you're not in your own country. Secondly, if you are now engaging in gun violence, you raising that gun multiple times, you're not in your own country. So maybe they don't have badges to shine because even if they did, it would mean absolutely nothing. But the police start shouting, drop your effing... Well, I've already started cussing, so drop your fucking weapons right now. Do exactly what I say or I'll fucking shoot you. Understand? Step forward to me. I want to see empty hands above your head. Just as Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro Vargas, the person leading your operation, is about to get cuffed, a cop steps out to stop the arrest, saying, "It's hard to tell you boys apart from the cartel." You're then ambushed and have to fight off a few actual cartel members who are dressed nothing like your characters. They have little to no tactical gear, no military insignia, and are arguably using noticeably different weaponry, so it seems the cops can't tell them apart because why now? Oh my freaking god. This is becoming hard. Kotaku, it's a freaking game. Get over it. This is basically the entire level. Half of it's spent aiming your weapons at and killing people in private homes. Then you're viciously threatened by law enforcement and racially profiled before finally getting into a few skirmishes with the game's bad guys. Clinton, if you're watching this, it wasn't Mustang that broke me. It wasn't Gundam Evolution that broke me. It was fully Kotaku in this stupid article because they have to find something to be offended about in everywhere. Maybe this level that I haven't played yet has a purpose. Maybe this level is character development for a later level, or the next level, the next chapter in said story. Maybe that's a thing. But then, let's get over on this. You're mad that foreign government workers are running around Texas and breaking into people's houses, using their guns to de-escalate, again, in a video game, de-escalate the situation because citizens are angry and are coming out with weapons of their own to beat them up. Maybe they're trying to be covert. Then they get caught by the cops, and again, these are Mexican Special Forces agents, and you're mad that they get racially profiled even though they are from a foreign government. And just because the other cartel members aren't wearing any of these gear that you're pointing out doesn't mean that sometimes they do. I recently had a conversation about this game with a friend who served in the military. In particular, we talked about another deeply uncomfortable moment of violence in the game. This one in the second level, where you gun down a person fleeing for their life and cowering in a bathroom. As he illustrated, awful things like this happen in war, but the depiction of this material, be that gunning down maimed or innocent people in a war zone or aiming weapons at civilians is de-escalating a situation, is a choice the developers made. And in case like kill or capture or borderline, there's no clear alternative to these actions. This is not a recreation of historical events. Okay, so then why are you bitching about it? Oh, wait, you just want to bitch because you want to bitch. And while levels like Borderline echo contemporary events and wider conversations about how police interact with citizens, it's worth asking what is appropriate for a game like this. So, okay, let's go to your broken worldview. Granted, I'm not a huge fan of the Popo myself, but there's reasons for that. I respect them though. But let's see this. Okay, so one, this is not recreation, this is entertainment. Okay, we've established that. This is just a game. But then, while levels like Borderlines echo contemporary events and wider conversations about how police interact with citizens. Okay, so stop. Full stop. Let's use your broken worldview. Maybe you can use this whole thing about how police interactions are sometimes catastrophic and bad to make people have a conversation on how they could be good. But, you can't do that. You have to have everything look perfect, pretty, and fine in your own broken worldview. It's worth asking what is appropriate for a game like this. It's worth asking what's appropriate for a game like this. Well, considering Call of Duty is a gunner, an FPS that people love, and predominantly don't really look at the story and actually go for the multiplayer more often than not. They don't care what's in the game, in the actual game, but you're not going to actually play it because even the thought of a gun is going to make whoever's writing this article pee their pants. Maybe it's for storytelling. You ever thought about that? Why were these decisions made when designing these levels? Storytelling. What notions about how police or soldiers... See, now you're conflating the two. See, even this article keeps conflating. These aren't police. These are special operative soldiers from another government. Should act are legitimized and reinforced when presented the way they are here. I'm going to scream. Questions of realism are beside the point. There are a remarkable number of unrealistic things in Modern Warfare 2, as Polygon reports. No searchable police documentation recommends aiming a weapon at someone to de-escalate a situation, so it's not as if they applied realistic standards to this fictionalized scenario. So now you... I gotta quit reacting to these articles live on air because it's gonna start making me go insane. Like I've been saying, it's a video game. It's not real life. There's a narrative to be said. It's over-exaggerated for a reason because it's narratively fun and gamers enjoy it. But again, Kotaku isn't for gamers. Kotaku is a ideological brand that has to keep its ideology. I don't remember if it was Kotaku or Polygon that literally wrote an article about why Growlithe, a Pokemon, is bad because, quote, it is used in police interactions in the story. I don't remember if that was Kotaku or Porygon. I believe it was a Kotaku article. It could have been a Porygon article. But this is why nobody takes you seriously anymore, Kotaku. And remember, in the levels third de-escalation encounter, the people you're aiming at not only do have guns, but draw them on you, indicating not only that you were right to treat civilians as hostile threats, but that as law enforcement, you're in constant danger. Meanwhile, in real life, it's very often the cops who are a threat to civilians as police shoot out unarmed people, disproportionately people of no. Nope. We're gonna skip over that because that's all false. However, those who built and designed this game chose to run with this as the things you play out in video games, in some case with no alternative but to directly threaten the lives of innocent people, and those are the protagonists you're playing as. There are values and messages embedded in that, whether the game's creators intended there to be or not, and you are the reason. This is the reason nobody takes Kotaku seriously. I was starting this article to have a laugh, and by the end of it, I wanted to just scream and potentially just jump out a window because it's so mind-meltingly absurd and so obviously pearl clutching because, oh my god, they have a scenario where people are having guns and doing things that I don't like. But you know. And then let's use, so they have these three scenarios. They have the three scenarios on you. Okay. Let's look at them. Okay. Stops. Dude has a bat, has to get taken out because he has a literal bat and you're breaking into somebody's house. Again, you're a foreign government agent from what you are telling me. Nothing in this sounds wrong. You just want to take it wrong because you're weirdos and hate everything and have to find something to be mad about. And then when coming down here, when you basically use as your example popular political streamer Hassan Piker, you lose all credibility. And I do not care what you have to think. In fact, you know what? Why don't we click this and... Wait, I don't have the volume on, so give me a moment. I just realized that, but let's make sure. We'll start again.
Someone's out there.
Someone's out there.
Fuckers. Por acá! Hey! What the hell are you doing? Stay inside! Get back inside! Oh, shit!
Okay.
Campo está libre. Muévete.
Okay. But I should have played that sooner. That literally explains why you're aiming at people. You are foreign government agents. Your badges don't work. And these guns are obviously scaring people off. But yet again, might I remind you, it's a fucking video game. You special needs individual who obviously rode a short bus. With that, guys, give me your comments down below leave your comments down below. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And Clinton, if you're watching this article broke me harder than Gundam Evolution ever did. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for every time I go live or post a new video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.